Well, welcome back to another segment in excerpts from A Spiritual Ascension. So, if you've been following along, you know that I went through a 5-year ascension journey that started in April of 2020 and kind of really finished exactly 5 years later in April of 2025. But there's also some lingering energy because if you think of 5 years of going through a journey, um, and then kind of landing, and then there's kind of the aftermath in dealing with the healing portion of what you just went through. So that's kind of the space that I've been in since that time. And the beginning of this year was like that precipice point where the worst of the worst, as far as I would say, mental and emotional things kind of occurred. And it was kind of like more of a spiritual warfare battle going on between, in the higher realms. And if you are spiritual and you know about the ascension process, I'm sure that you understand that. Anyway, I thought when the last thing happened, where it was really, really difficult and hard to get over a situation with the person who I triggered, because as having this higher consciousness and having this light that we have, we trigger other people who are still walking in their darkness. And after that was over, I came into this healing phase of which is starting to complete now. If you know anything about numbers, I've been seeing 10, 10 on the clock constantly, 10, 10, 10, 10, which means completion. And I can feel that also. But there's been this subtle other energy happening. And for the first 2 months that I've been in this energy of kind of doing healing, just recuperating, doing a lot of self-reflection, understanding everything that I went through during that 5 years, there's been this subtle energy that's been cropping up. And over the last couple of weeks, dealing with this person, it's gotten worse and worse. And but not to the level as what I was dealing with at the beginning of the year. More just like an irritating type of thing. And I'm saying to myself, like, why am I going through this? Like, what is this? Like asking spirit. I just heard another reader, they had said that we should look at our journey as an adventure, viewed as an adventure and not a burden. And I was like, wow, I wish I would have heard that 5 years ago, because during the whole 5 years of going through my journey, as difficult as it was, as painful as it was, um, all I was trying to do was get to the next phase, get to the next phase. When is this going to be over? When is this going to be over? Instead of looking at it as a learning experience that my soul was going through. It's like going off to college, right? And we know we have to be there for 4 years. And from day one, all we're saying is, oh my God, what a burden. Like, I don't like this learning stuff. And I wish I would have never, gotten myself into this. And I just want it to be over. And 4 years seems extreme, like it's never going to end. But if we look at it from a different viewpoint and see the adventure in it and see the things that we're learning while we're there, and view it in that way, which I think most, college students do view college as an adventure, not only the learning, but the social aspects of it. And when I look back now, the lessons that I learned along the way on my journey was like, wow, like I really have grown. My soul has grown during this time. And I would never, not that I want to go back through that, but I would never give that up again, to choose not to have gone through it because I'm such a different person than I was previously. And that person who I was previously was a people pleaser. I allowed people to walk over me. I allowed people to shut me down. And I no longer allow for that to happen. So the situation that I'm currently going through, that's more of an irritant. It's kind of like spirit saying, okay, you've gone through all the lessons now. Have you mastered the skill? So what are you going to do about it? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. But it's like, okay, you've mastered this. What are you going to do? And it's me now taking the initiative to say to this person, you're not going to treat me this way. You're not going to shut me down. Like you have no sovereignty over me. And once you, it could just be simple words as telling someone no, you know, um, and right there, those words into the universe shut it down. And then from there, you're allowing the universe to take over and do away with the situation. Okay. Um, so just knowing that as you go through your ascension process, you kind of come to the end of it. There's still learning to do. I'm still learning so many things about myself. I continue to journal and um, want to understand those deeper parts that I didn't get to understand about spirituality and the beginnings of humankind too. So I really have been digging down a rabbit hole lately to say, okay, I know what I was taught when I was younger about how we came to be here on this earth, but I want to know more. I want to really dig deep down and say, what is the truth about how we got here? So that's what I've been doing lately. Um, so if you would like a reading, I appreciate you being here. There is a link below to book time with me. I also have done several classes, courses on the ascension process, and that link is also below. And I'll see you in the next one.